How's it going, guys? Back from another video, and today we're going to be unboxing the latest addition to the Godzilla franchise, and that is Godzilla Minus One. It's finally got the American re-release on 4K, which includes minus color and special features. Normally this would have come out in Japan as the deluxe edition, but because of popular demand, this has been released as an American release with subtitles. Now you can watch the Minus One film as well as the minus color film and have the special features available in this set, because before that this has had a quite ride on Blu-ray. It had the bare bones package, obviously, on 4K, which didn't have any special features, didn't have the minus color edition. Then you had the watch along edition. That is the one I wanted to get because that had the minus color available. Again, bare bones packaging. If you try to buy this movie, it's ridiculously overpriced. The scalpers are scalping, and this movie is running upward of $500. So that was not an option. So the deluxe edition was cheaper, and finally did become available on the Godzilla store, and so I got a hold of this edition. Now, if you own, just by looking at this, if you own this edition or you own the Japanese edition, you can't really tell which one you have. And I could be wrong, but it looks like the same exact thing, and it seems like the English subtitles were just thrown in, and you have no clue whether you have the Japanese edition or you have the US edition. There's no sticker on the packaging, nothing. There's nothing on the J card that says that you have the American release. So if for future reference, like if people are selling it to you, you have no idea if you're buying the American or Japanese edition, which is a little bit frustrating. Diving into this, obviously we have the J card, and the packaging itself is pretty sturdy. I'm pretty happy with the actual design and packaging. Like if the creature design is actually textured versus the white part is very glossy, so I was not expecting that. I thought it was going to be a cheaper material, but it is pretty well made. When we slip it out, we obviously have the thick case. And then we have the Minus One cardboard accordion style. So we have 4 discs in this set. The first disc is the 4K of Minus One, then we have the Blu-ray of that set film, then we have the minus color version, again, on Blu-ray. I mean, we're going to talk about this. And then we have the special features disc, which is disc 4. So what am I not happy about? I'm not happy about how this movie has gotten treatment over the years, over Blu-ray, different editions. Some countries it's available, some countries it's not available. Minus color is available in some editions, not others. Even in this deluxe set, you'd think it would have everything, but it kind of does. But minus color is not available on 4K. It's only available on Blu-ray. Seems like a diminishing value. You have the original film that you want to see in color on 4K, but you don't really have that 4K luxury with minus color, which I got to see in theaters both times, in color and without color. And some days it's really up to preference. So kind of going down in quality because they can't include the 4K is kind of ridiculous. Especially since they put on a filter. I mean, come on, guys. And then the 4th disc, which is the special features disc, right? You're buying the deluxe edition maybe for the special features. And the special features are only in Japanese. There are no subtitles. Again, an oversight on their part. You're releasing, you're making money off the American side. Why are you not including subtitles? It's not that difficult. Include subtitles, include the 4K. It seems like a rush job to get this movie out to get as much money, and maybe down the line, who knows, there's a deluxe edition. It's kind of ridiculous that this has gone through this whole process. I mean, I'm happy to own the 4K. I'm happy to own the black and white version. And that's really what I want. I'm not really too concerned about the special features, but some people are. And by putting it in Japanese, especially since you have AI, like, put that, worst case scenario, put that in there. But they couldn't even do that. So it's kind of ridiculous that this is the route they chose to go with. They cut corners. In the set, it comes with obviously some advertisements for other anime. Includes this Japanese little booklet, which looks like has schematics and drawings of the designs that we see in the movie and how they constructed them. Pretty interesting that they included that. And then they included the brochure with it, which includes, obviously, it's in Japanese, so we can't really read it, but it does have some stills, some posters of the said film in here. That is the unboxing of Godzilla Minus One. Now let's move on to the screen and let's see what we get in this set. We are on the main menu of Godzilla Minus One or 4K. This is the first disc. Here on screen you see both options, English and Japanese. We're going to choose English, so good to say that we have the English version, not the Japanese version. So if we go to the main menu, which is in English, we just have the audio and subtitles, which you can watch in Dolby Atmos in Japanese, and then you have all the other options for hearing impaired and for the lower options as well. We have English, we have Spanish, and obviously I'm going to keep everything in Atmos and just have the subtitles on, so that is not a problem. In terms of the trailers, we just have a couple of trailers, the IMAX trailer, the promos, TV spots, and other trailers included. I think this is what is included in the bare bones set if you do purchase this on 4K or DVD. So that is mainly it on the first disc. Let's dive into disc 3, because disc 2 is really the same thing. So we're here on the third disc. And again, you could choose English or Japanese. We'll choose English, and it'll take us to the English menu. So this looks like a carbon copy of the first film, only in black and white. Let's check the audio and subtitles. So everything is the same as expected, just black and white. So it looks like the Minus One film is literally the first disc. It has very similar layout in terms of the audio and subtitles. Literally the same thing as the first disc. And then if we go over to trailers, it has less options for trailers because this seems like a different edition, so they don't have as many trailers for the obviously the American release. So this has the one trailer, and it's a Japanese trailer of that film. It does not have the English trailers like in the first disc. I'm sure this trailer is in the first disc. I'll have to watch and check. Everything here, like I said, is in Japanese. The only thing they changed was the discs are now available to be played in American Blu-ray players. They changed the physical layout of the menus so they're in English, but the special features, it does not appear that they are in English. There's no subtitles. So it was interesting how they converted some of the stuff to English, but some of the stuff they didn't convert. Like I said, seems like a lazy effort to try to convert this into English. Why not just take the time and maybe a little longer and get a proper American release rather than just being able to play this movie in American home theaters, so having the minus color and then in English, not on 4K, and then have the special features not in English seems like an oversight to me. The lack of effort on the packaging to tell the difference between American and Japanese versions seems like an afterthought. If you're here for the movie, you kind of want to probably just own the 4K of the original set, which is running about $20 if you want to own on Blu-ray. It's even cheaper than that, or DVD. In terms of if you want black and white, which is what I wanted, this is the set to get because it's the only set that's affordable to actually own. In terms of special features, I think that's where they dropped the ball even more than minus color. But For what you're getting, I think with the discounts applied and purchasing on the Godzilla store, it's okay considering some Blu-rays are out of print and they're going for ridiculous amounts of money. So for what this is able to offer, and not everybody's able to dish out to buy the watch-along edition, it's worth the price. I just think there's some mistakes here and there that could have been improved, and maybe down the line the other bigger Japanese films get proper releases. Because this isn't the first time we've seen this. We've seen this in other American releases of major titles, and other countries have had this issue as well. And over time, they learn from their mistakes. So hopefully this film learns from this mistake and is able to do something else, and they don't just keep on releasing and releasing different versions to fix the issue. But that is the unboxing of Godzilla Minus One and Minus Color. This is the deluxe edition, the American release. So if you don't have a region player, you can play this at home. You don't have to have that player. So that is one upgrade over the Japanese version. So I hope you like this unboxing. This covers everything in this set. Hopefully this clarifies any issues with buying this, knowing what's included, what's not included. And if you have any thoughts, please do comment them down below in the comments section. Hit that subscribe button for more content. And as always, guys, I will catch you later in another video.